Hello, hope you have been happy, healthy, and safe. Today we are going to do a pick your pile reading. So I will clear the energies and then we will get right into the reading. Timestamps will be down below. So pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, and we'll get right into the reading. Okay, pile 1, calling in the energies for pile 1 YouTube readers, please, or YouTube viewers, please. Any guides, angels who have messages, any messages that want to come through from higher selves. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. Okay. All right. So okay, I feel like right now you are in the process of simplifying your life. It feels like you've overcome some past challenges and you are really stepping into just moving things forward, getting back on track. You have the healing begins card. You have opportunity beckons. So it feels like you are looking toward opportunities and situations for your everyday, your structures, your material. You're really opening up and trying to make decisions around this, okay? Around your everyday life. You're seeing things as opportunity where in the past maybe you didn't view things you at in that way. You kind of viewed it as, oh my god, now what? But now it's like you've shifted and you're in a more like, okay, well, now what do I do? I could do this or I could do that. So yeah, it feels like you are trying to find your passions. You're trying to find your creativity, all those types of things. New partnerships, maybe. Teach coming through. You are taking the lead on teaching and changing and trying to change things through teaching. For some of you, you could be a teacher, or for others of you, you could just be a guide, a mentor, or something like that. Or you could just be an instructor of some sort, a coach, something like that, okay? Whatever the case is, you are a beacon of light for others, okay? There is change coming for you. You are becoming better at communicating what it is you need to express. Um, so change is coming there for you. You are in the position right now where you are seeking truth. You're seeking higher truth. You're trying to listen to your inner guidance. Perhaps some of you are becoming spiritual, or you're embracing your spirituality a little bit more. to create balance and just a new partnership, I feel, really with spirit by listening to the frequencies and taking your power back, okay? Um, you're seeking deeper meaning to life. It feels like here, I'm picking up for some of you in pile one here. It does, this reading overall feels pretty good. It feels like you're moving on the right track. But you need to continue to listen and, you know, seek that inner peace and that inner guidance, okay? Let's get some advice for spirit, and then a possible outcome, right? Of if you take the advice, where will that lead, okay? Okay, so spirit is saying you need to take a less serious approach. You laugh when you can laugh. Really embrace your fun side, okay? Just don't. There's certain things in our life that, you know, make it so we don't want to laugh, or we don't want to have fun, or we don't want to take those steps we need to take in order to move forward. It feels like there's heavy decisions, things like that, but spirit is saying you need to laugh. You need to laugh. Healing, laughter's healing. So don't take things so seriously. And then, yeah, you got to catch your breath. Okay, so you need to really, yeah, take this time to listen, to seek truth, to heal, find your passions, heal your crown chakra, you know, listen to your intuition, try and not only listen but communicate more, to find those things that really bring you in your power. This will create new beginnings for you, okay? And then clear endeavor. So it's important that you are clear about your intentions of what you want and where you want to go in life, okay? Be very clear in order to bring endings to old ways of thinking, behaving, communicating, patterns. Just be clear on your goals, okay? And then let's get one more. Yeah, make a wish. When you're meditating, when you're, you know, listen to your intuition, but also make a wish of what you actually want, and then just kind of let it go. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't dwell on it or whatever. Just know what you want and kind of speak it out loud, and try and manifest it in a way. Okay, and then if you do that, what will be your outcome? Let's use these guys. Spirit is saying, like, you need to refrain from the mental conflict. there's an element here of you being too much up in your head, overthinking situations and stuff, and they're cautioning you, you know, to take a breath and be a little bit lighthearted and stop being so much in your head. If you do this, you have the prosperity begins. So if you do this, you will move into a situation where prosperity is going to come to you. It's going to grow. It's going to be very sweet, and peaches are sweet, and this looks like a peach tree. So, you know, but you have to take that time to go within, to listen to your inner guidance, to listen to your own truth, those types of things, right? It will come, but right now just focus on simplifying your life, focus on you, focus on opportunities that come, focus on your healing, focus on growing. Okay, good. Let's get a surrender card, and then we will get messages from the universe and leave it there. Okay, so surrender to procrastination. So it does feel like maybe you procrastinate about making certain decisions. Like maybe your intuition downloads, your higher self will download something to you, but then you get all up in your head again and you talk yourself out of it, and then you don't do it. So you might be intuitively getting a really good idea, for example, but then later you step outside that, and then you start thinking about it and tell yourself all the reasons why you can't. Okay, so don't, and then you go back and forth, and spirit is like, just make up your mind. Okay, now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Take action. Taking action will attract success. Okay, so yeah, surrender that procrastination. And then let's get a message from the universe. So you kind of got the same one as the last reading that I just did. You glow, we beam. Thanks. In case anyone should ask, your heart isn't so large because of your wings. It's your wings that are so large because of your heart. Sometimes loving so much can be pretty heavy. So, for some of you, this may be because you're healing from a past relationship or whatever. Again, in the last reading, I did a you versus them, and this card came up, and it's just a sign from spirit. Just don't close yourself off, right? Don't close yourself off to spirit, don't close yourself off to yourself, and don't close yourself off to other people. Thanks for all you've shared. The universe, P.S. It's just another one of those nutty algorithm things. Okay, good. We will leave pile 1 there and move on to pile 2. Yes. Alright. Hopefully that helped you. Stick around if you want for pile 2, or leave ending the reading there, and have a good day. Alright. There. Okay, so let's clear the energies and call in pile 2, please, spirit. Call in pile do you have to tell pile 2 today? Let's use these guys. Okay, pile 2. Okay, so pile 2. Okay, so you have ego, empress, and awakening. And you have... Okay. So it feels like right now, you are awakening to new perspectives, okay? You are trying to move into this empress energy, where you're in a very creative, abundant, you want to take action, you want to create harmony and union, you're trying to expand, you're trying to advance maybe a little bit in your life, okay? However, you do have the ego coming through, so there is an element here of you wanting to change and move away from past illusions, past, maybe you depended on somebody in the past, so you're trying to see a different perspective, like move past these illusions from the past, okay? There is somebody, I feel this is a person, there is somebody around you who has resources. They are abundant. It feels like there's opportunity for you. It does feel like they're very grounded. They could be a bit younger than you. It's very possible. They're also very creative. They're very enthusiastic. They're quite motivated. But it feels like this person communicated something to you that has you a little bit up in your head now. However, what they communicated to you, I feel like it's creating some inspiration, and a sense, like, you didn't like what they had to say, but what they had to say was maybe it had to be said, and now you're kind of like hanging your head because you're like, yeah, they were right, you know. And again, that ego coming through, there's a little bit of the ego that's putting you in this energy, okay, where you're hanging your head because somebody else was right and you recognize that they were right, okay? Whatever this information is, it is going to create new beginnings for you, but you do have to stay inspired and you have to make a decision about something, okay? It feels like you're very sensitive. You're too much in your emotions. You got a cup of water. Yeah, you're too sensitive. Um, you're too sensitive. It feels like you think you're more intuitive than you actually are, is standing out, and that creates um it creates delusional emotions, if that makes sense. So you pick up on stuff and you think that intuitively it's correct, but it's not, because your ego is overriding it. And then someone points something out to you and you get emotional about it, if that makes sense. Okay, because you're like, you thought so very, very much that you were right. Okay. Okay, what does spirit... Let's actually get some how you're kind of feeling. Let's just dive a little deeper into how your feelings that maybe you need to move past, or the feelings you're having right now, okay? Okay, so gossip, dishonesty, habits, third party, chemistry, reveal, soul tie, and a new chapter. Okay, so there's gossip. I feel this is you gossiping. It's perhaps a little bit dishonest. Maybe you thought you were getting away with this, but someone, maybe that's what this is about. Your ego. Yeah, your ego can't help yourself from gossiping. And this gossiping has an element of dishonesty there, but this is like a habit you have, okay? Where you it's like, and then with the third party, it's like you always want somebody else. You drag other people into situations, like you create these third party. However, the person, there is chemistry there, like not chemistry in a maybe in a romantic way for some of you. Maybe this was something to do, but I feel this is more a friend thing. There is chemistry with this person. They reveal to you maybe your ego traits, your dishonesty, your gossiping, your lies, things like that. And this revealed some things that you didn't want to maybe face about your past. So you understand that there's probably a deeper meaning this person is in your life, and this is going to create a new chapter for you, okay? Spirit is saying, okay, now let's get some advice for you. Okay, some advice for you. Okay, morning. The world waits for you. So there's an element here that you need to embrace every day. Like, look at every day as something new and exciting will happen today. Don't look at it like, oh God, I gotta wake up. What do I gotta deal with today? Kind of thing. Okay, make a change. Make a decision to change old habits and old ways and admit your wrongs. Like, there's a very defensive energy about you where someone maybe points something out and you take it to heart, right? Instead of taking it as an opportunity to change and grow. Okay, do it for you. You got the sun. Do it because it will create new beginnings and new foundations in your life, new possibly new material changes, just changes to your everyday life. Okay. And then storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. So yeah, it does feel like you've perhaps been struggling for a while. And I do believe this is coming to an end. However, it feels like, if you can see, she's stepping in the puddle. It's like, just when you think the storm is over, then you step in a puddle. Kind of vibes I'm getting from this. So just note that there are endings here, okay? You just have to realize that they're closer than you think. Okay, garden, something lovely will grow from this. So yeah, get out of that ego self, and something great will understand that, you have maybe a little bit more to learn than you thought you did. Maybe someone told you in the past, oh, you're an old soul, and you took that to heart and you ran with it and you told everyone, so you figured you were so wise, but really you're not at all. You have a lot to learn and a lot of things to realize and a lot of healing to still do, and that comes with experience. And maybe you were not maybe you lived a pretty sheltered life and you didn't really have a whole lot of experiences, and that's where where you need experiences in order to grow. Perhaps you had experiences, but maybe they were not very hard lessons. Maybe you had, and now you are experiencing those hard lessons now. Okay, so if you do that, where is this going? Let's get these guys. Let's see how this is gonna turn out. Okay, joy and stability. So yeah, if you take the advice that was just given to you from Spirit, joy and stability will be available to you. You will move past the darker days that you're experiencing. Okay. Let's get a surrender, and then we'll get some messages from the universe, and then we will move on to pile 3. Okay. What we have here. Okay, you also got surrender your addictions. So, same as the last pile, actually. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, overworking, or Take action to begin to heal addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. For you, there is an element of being addicted to the gossip, to lies, to drama, for you, okay? I'm feeling for this pile. So you need to, yeah, you need to take a step back from that and get out of this ego self. Like, it's almost like you're addicted to your ego, okay? And that's not gonna help you. So you need to surrender and move past that, okay? And then we'll get a message from the universe. And excuse me. Okay, what's this one? Change is always good. Yeah, so I mean, that's all over your reading. You need to change old habits, old ways of thinking, your perspective. You need to focus more on your intuition. It feels kind of like you think you're focusing on your intuition, you think you're listening to it, but really you're listening to your ego, and you need to move past that, okay? Surrender to that ego and getting rid of it. Actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself. Works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. Tally ho, the universe. So it does feel like there's an element here of you pointing out other people's mistakes. You're point out, but instead of changing, it's like you point out everything you should change about them, or they should change about themselves, but you're not looking inward at what you need to change, right? Like, I actually just had this conversation with someone. You can't, like, it's not fair that you tell someone else how they should live, or what they should do, or how they should act, or how they should talk. That's not fair. If they're not telling you how you should be doing things. And why do you feel the need to tell them? Why are you so much higher and better than them? You're not. So don't tell them, right? So the universe is saying, like, cautioning you to change yourself before you can change others. So do that inner work first, and then but still, don't, I mean, accept people for who they are and love them for who they are, and know that they're different than you. Everybody's different than you, and people do not react the same as you, right? So just because you do something a certain way doesn't mean the person standing in front of you is going to do things the same way as you do, because, like I said before, they have lived different experiences in their life, which affect the choices that they make in their life, the decisions that they make, how they act, how they talk, how they listen, how they everything. So instead of trying to change them, change you and accept them for them, and let them be them and you be you. It works. It's very nice. Okay. Alright. Okay, good. Okay, we'll move on to pile 3. Alright. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. Join me for pile 3 if you wish. Okay, calling in the energies of pile 3. 3. Okay, what do we have to say? What does Spirit have to say to you? What's going on with you? Let's see. Let's just move these out of the way. Okay, my chair just keeps rolling. It's just rolling all over the place. Okay. Alright, pile 3. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Okay. 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 So, 4. You. Okay, I am feeling right now there is positive movement forward for you. You have moved past sacrificing certain things in your life, so you're moving past that. It's creating some new beginnings. There is a big emphasis on ending certain things that came to light, and this is creating new beginnings for you, which is really, really good. You're ending the emotional withdrawal that you faced in the past. Okay. It feels like you've moved past this. There's victory and success after quite a bit of healing for you. Okay. And then your conflict and defeat, this came upside down, so there are changes there. You've moved. It feels very much like you've moved past all of this. There is a light at the end of the stairwell there. You're moving into healing your intuition. This is creating new beginnings for you. And it's really moving you into an element of balancing your own truth there. Okay. This looks good. Okay, so what else would they like to say? What else would Spirit like to say? That's what's going on for you right now. Now, what do they want to tell us about what's going on? What do you need to keep moving forward? Okay. Embrace your power. Okay. Be patient. Be patient. Okay. Be decisive. And shine your light. Okay. What else do they want to say? And then begin to explore. And take take the lead. Okay, so if you do that, let's see where you will end up if you do that. Okay, where will you end up if you do those things? Alright. You will end up in your lover's energy. And again, 6, the healing. So, 6s are also about harmony, appreciation, self-sacrifice. Like, it feels like you've moved into that, but it feels like you're not quite there. You're still you're still overcoming some things, but you need to embrace your power, be patient, be decisive, figure out what you want, shine your light, begin to explore all the things that make you happy, and then take the lead on where you want to go. It is possible that new relationships and emotions or choices might be presented to you if you do all these things. So that's really good. Okay, let's get some surrender cards. Let's see what you need to surrender. And then we'll get messages from the universe, and then we'll leave the reading there. Pretty easy cheesy, hey? Okay, so what do you have? Yeah, you have surrender to your ego. Okay, so this should have came out for the last guys. Really, they need to surrender. Surrender their ego. Okay, so you have to cultivate gratitude and be of service to others. Come from your heart. The big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So again, remember to not let ego, because it does kind of feel like there's an element here of you're moving past, you know, all this conflict and all these past things, and there's an element here of you wanting to gloat, or you wanting to be like, look what I have, but be humble, you know. Be humble. Don't be all like, I got this and you got nothing kind of thing. It kind of feels like that. Okay, so you just want to surrender being like that. Okay. You know what to do. In all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart, because truly it's not a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than your heart to catch up with your mind, a whole lot. Not that I don't love your mind. So yeah, just listen to your heart over your mind, because that's where ego comes in. Yeah, and you will advance forward, right? And if this is a situation where maybe you are entering a new relationship because you sacrificed something, after conflict and things like that, make sure that you go in it humbly. Do not bring your ego along with you, okay? Do not be like, oh, look what I got this awesome relationship, and like be telling everybody what a great thing and gloating and whatever. Remain humble, okay? That's what Spirit is saying here, is to remain humble. Do not gloat, because you don't know what somebody else, they might be in a really tough spot, so you don't want to be gloating about what you have and how great things are for you and stuff like that. Meanwhile, somebody else has their own internal struggles, okay? Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you guys stay happy, healthy, and safe. Till tomorrow.